Hey there, welcome back. It's Perry here, and today is Sunday. That's right, it's Acro Spotlight Sunday. And I know I said I wasn't going to do a spotlight today. I decided, what the hell, I had a few free minutes. So here we go. It is December 24th, it's Christmas Eve. Hope everybody has a great holiday season out there. And I do appreciate you following along. Thank you so much. Lots of subscriber growth. Heck, I've even had a company reach out to me recently asking me to do product reviews, and while that is insanely flattering, I do appreciate it. Yeah, I used to be actually sponsored and actually worked for Acro for a while, and it was a great experience, and meeting the team over in Poland, meeting some other industry folks like Pacific Sun, Chimik, shout out if you're watching. Great to meet some amazingly intelligent individuals. But yeah, I don't want to really be tethered. Not that I'd be opposed to maybe someone picking up the Spotlight series down the road if they're interested, but other than that, this is a home-based hobby project, and I'm just simply trying to enjoy the hobby. I do sell frags here and there out of the tank. I did have a guy that follows us here, Jeremy, reach out to me from the Orlando area recently, and wanted a little bit of a smoothie pack, or some smoothies that were already cut. So yeah, that's cool. It'll be nice to have an opportunity to meet someone new, obviously. And I was even giving it some thought. So any of you out there that are sort of local to I'm in the Daytona / DeLand area and are interested, it's basically Volusia County, and it's the west part of the county, not off I-4 area. So I'm only about 45 minutes from downtown Orlando. So any of those folks that want to make the trip out, just to kind of shoot the shit and hang out, come on by, dude. Love to see you. Dudettes too. Love to see you. Love to talk shop with you. Love to talk about reefing and what's so exciting, and for you to leave with a digifrag. And so yeah, anybody who decides to stop by, you just want to come by and check out the system, yeah, stop by. I've got a Monopora Digitata bubblegum digifrag that I'll send you home with for free. No attachments. Do that up to like 10 people. So, if you're interested, leave a comment down here in the user field. Anyway, so we're going to get into the Spotlight series. And yeah, we're going to choose one of my corals this week, like last week, the Purple Snow. One of my corals now, one of my lineage. This one, I can't remember the name that the guy gave to the coral, so I dubbed it Tangie Girl. So it's dubbed Tangie Girl, and it's for an intense orange coloration. So yeah, let's jump into Tangie Girl, this week's Spotlight Acro. All right, so here we are with Tangie Girl. I moved her up to the front, and you've probably seen this tabling coral in some of my videos. Now, my buddy Cole, RT Wookie, who is really good with the scientific names, he was leaning on Silago. And I'm not going to argue that, so we'll go with Silago. But what we're looking at here is such similar, I guess, colors to what you may see on like the Bill Murray, but I believe the orange on this coral is way more intense. But you get a little bit of that army green kind of appearance. That green that's a little bit more flat, in the inner part of the base, and then as you move up through the coral from the base and you move up into the tips, you can see that it begins to have more defined electric orange coloration. And then ultimately, these tips, if given enough light, will actually start to go translucent and bluish like hue on the new growth tips. Really pretty coral. As you can see, she's relatively fuzzy. Definitely has polyps, including feeder polyps, out right now. And you know, the lights have been on for a couple hours now, so it's just a testament to the health of the tank and the happiness of the coral, really. But I love the tabling formation. A real interesting kind of mounting that I did on this, but it worked out really cool. I like it a lot. So I used some of the Aquaforest polymers, and if you look down here, that's the polymers that were adhered to a tile, and they peeled off the tile, and they were connected to this piece of rock here. It was like a piece of rubble, and then now you can see the tissue is, you know, almost working its way down to the bottom of the coral. But I think it gives just such a cool look, and because it was mounted on a tile, it was really flattened out, so it perches ever so nicely and doesn't move about in the current like other corals tend to. Now this one has a little bit of girth to it, so it's gonna be harder to move around. But as you can see, just if you're an orange acro loving person, this has definitely got to be on your radar. You know, and when we're building the system, we definitely want to keep all colors in mind to fill that palette of colors, right? All right, so let's do a top down and wrap her up. So like I said, we'll wrap up the Tangie girl with a top down. And again, you know, when we get into these top downs, I think that's when you really start to appreciate, you know, sort of like what the colors that you're seeing here. But as mentioned, you know, that greenish, kind of that more army kind of green, I guess, if you will, kind of base. And then as it moves up into the coral, you know, that's when the orange tones begin to develop. And, you know, and ultimately, you can see in those new growth areas, you know, what you're looking at here. Let's see if we can. All right, so there you go, right there. I mean, look at that. Really pretty. You know, I dubbed it for a trade name of Tangie Girl, mainly because, you know, the orange, it really takes on kind of a real pretty tangerine orange look. And, you know, I don't think you really see a whole lot of that in the hobby. I remember it was a lot more rare to find orange acros back in the day. Now they seem to be a lot more common now. But considering the table formation on this one, and I think it's quite unique. She's definitely a keeper, and she's been cut a few times, but hasn't been shared with a lot of hobbyists. Mainly because I don't believe, you know, with that tenuous craze, you know, I think people are looking for these crazy names and collecting, and overlooked, you know, some of the beauty of these different types of corals out there. You know, and it's all good. I mean, everybody, there's a place in the hobby for everything, but I think we're going to start seeing some of the old school type of thinking and mentality as far as corals and pricing start to become more realistic again and more affordable. So anyway, there you go. Absolutely sick. This one right here. You know, look at the around the radial corallites there. It's so pretty where it's got almost a pearl essence tone, and then it's like very yeah, you can just see that distinct standing out radial coralite that like painted in orange, like an electric orange. It's really super cool. Yeah, I'm really stoked to have this one, and yeah, we're looking at a little bit of a longer video today. I kind of did talk about some other random points, so I appreciate the follow. I hope everybody out there has a safe holiday. Thanks again for the follow. I never really thought this channel was going to become what it has, and by and large, it is all owed to you guys, the viewers, the ones following along, the ones commenting, the ones liking, motivating me to continue to put out this content. A lot of good things coming in the new year, especially with the display here. I'll talk more about that when we get into the new year. So thanks again. I appreciate it, everyone. Take care.